Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're up in Copper Harbor, Michigan, chasing walleyes and smallmouth. Dion! These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, we're in beautiful Copper Harbor, Michigan, and up here on the Upper Peninsula, there are several gorgeous inland lakes. And one of the main reasons I love coming up here in July, in the middle of July, is there's absolutely nobody up here. You really got the lakes to yourself. And we're with our buddy Ron Johnson, professional bass angler, who actually lives up here now in the summer. And Ron, this is a hidden treasure up here, these lakes, right?
Yeah, this whole Upper Peninsula, if you know, it's a lot like Canada, right? Without having to drive that far, and it's right in our backyard. And when I first moved up here, obviously I wasn't sure what to make of it, but it is literally littered with beautiful lakes like this, and we're out here exploring a new one today.
Yeah, I had not been on this lake before. It'll be a lot of fun. And primarily smallmouth and walleyes?
We're going to target walleyes, but this lake looks like it has a lot of smallmouth in it, and you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna catch some fish.
Got my nephew Charlie. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. Folks, I'll tell you what, Amsoil is the sportsman's best friend. They've got a product to keep all your machines running well. Pete, my bow mount is sticky, it makes noise, and Amsoil has a product to fix that.
Yeah, and you should have been using it. A silicone spray is recommended for the shaft and the belt on these trolling motors. You see this belt? This is what makes the motor travel up and down. So what you want to do is spray the whole shaft itself. Get a good coating on that. You want to spray the belt here on the back side as well. Once it dries, it lubricates, and it also protects the belt itself. It keeps it from cracking and drying out, and it also resists dust and dirt.
Again, it's called?
Amsoil Silicone Spray.
Go to amsoil.com.
Amsoil.com.
Mother Nature can be tough. That's why the Quest series is tougher. 50% more torque to power through punishments. 30% longer battery runtime, and whisper quiet operation that conceals your position. All so you can fish fearlessly. The bigger the question marks, the better the quest.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned, up in Copper Harbor, Michigan today, and we're going to do something that I really don't like. We're going to fish Ned rigs, and I have never done well on a Ned rig, but you say they're awesome bait this time of year?
It is. It does. It really looks like a stupid little bait, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It took me a while to really catch on to this many years ago, but you know, the primary forage in a lot of these lakes up here is crawfish and perch, and this really imitates a crawfish very well.
Very simple, too, to make. You took a Kalen's Wacko worm, and you cut the worm off, and then you just thread it up on a jig head, and it really doesn't look like it has much action, but it really works.
And that's when it works. It's all about the profile, and when a fish sees this, man, they can slurp it in. They don't have to fight it, and it's a finesse presentation that catches a lot of fish, and big fish too.
Folks, I've got my nephew Charlie with me today, and I'll tell you what, it's kind of a sad day, melancholy day for us, because my beautiful little sister Margie B passed away at 62 years old a couple of weeks ago, and Margie was really a lot of fun. She was really in the restaurant business for almost 30 years on the east side of Milwaukee and did a great job and died of a heart attack, and that is your mom, and Charlie, I'm so sorry about it, but before she passed away, she gave you a Christmas present. What was the Christmas present?
The Christmas present was to be on your show with you, Uncle John.
Okay, so we're going to do that today, and of course we both miss your mom, but fishing will cheer you up a little bit today, right?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. It's going to be a blast. We're going to catch a lot of fish today.
Well, you better.
I'll try my best.
Hey, look at that.
Hey,
Nephew Charlie, the first to catch a fish today, I hope.
Let's see here. Let's get it in here.
Walleye.
Okay, hey, there you go. Charlie, what is that? You've caught a lot of walleyes, right?
No, actually, this is my first one, actually, ever. This is really cool. beautiful. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect eating size fish. And Ron, you know, I always thought the Ned rigs were for bass only. Walleyes like them?
They love them, John.
Seriously?
Yeah, they slurp them up. I mean, this looks like a little leech, a little crawdad, and you know, it's on the bottom, and you know, we fish with hair jigs and other small profiles, but this here is absolutely killer.
Nice job there, Charlie.
There we go.
Look at that. Charlie didn't even let his go yet. Ron's got one on.
Yeah, it could be a walleye or a smallmouth. I mean, it's digging down. So I literally just had my bait just resting there, and I think it's a smallmouth though.
Oh yeah, smallmouth bass. Smallmouth bass in the same spot as the
Exact same
walleye.
spot. Oh, he just flipped a crawdad out. We can't see it, but he just flipped a crawdad.
That's what they're feeding on though.
Yeah, they are.
crawdads.
And I saw just before he came up, but got a nice little smallie in here, a little bonus fish. So that's what we expected, John. We're targeting walleye, but I anticipate catching a lot of smallmouth.
Let's go. Here we go.
Good time.
Ned Rig Charlie.
Starting to like this. He may have a. Oh, you got a nice smallie. That thing got some good air.
Oh, there we go, Charlie. Hey, good job there, pal.
Ooh, look at that guy.
And you know what's interesting with that Ned rig, that there's a smallmouth around the walleyes, huh?
They're moving together. They're feeding together on the juvenile perch and the crawfish.
Okay, hey, Charlie. That was fun. Hold him
Oh
up.
my
Hold
gosh.
him up, buddy. Hold him up.
There we
you
go.
go. Smallmouth
Look at that.
bassaroo.
That's a beautiful color right there too.
There we go. I think, Ron, this is going to be my first walleye on a Ned rig.
Well, congratulations.
You're making me a believer here. And there it is, folks, that little old Ned rig. And it is kind of interesting, the retrieve on this, Ron. It's pretty simple. Show us the retrieve.
Yeah, the retrieve is real simple. I'd already cast it out, but the key is the main contact with the bottom. I let it go all the way down to the bottom, and what I like to do is keep my rod at about a 45, and I just slowly return the reel handle to get it nice and tight. And then all it is just a small little lift or a little flick of the wrist that will bring that bait up only about 2 or 3 inches up off the bottom. It doesn't have to be a real aggressive snap. And what we're trying to do, John, is just creep it along the bottom. We want it to look natural, like something meandering down through the weeds and the rocks.
What do you think?
Well, the way this fish is, John, it's a walleye. I'm pretty confident in that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nice keeper walleye, John. Real nice.
Yeah, that's a nice fish there,
Oh,
Ron.
Gosh, yeah,
That's
real
16,
pretty fish.
17 inches long.
For sure. I mean,
Now, when we fish a new lake like this, I know you look at Lake Master map before we even come out here, but what type of water are we fishing here?
well, the waters we're fishing today are relatively tannic, but what we're looking for when we got out here, you know, so we come out, you want to graph around, and here's one common denominator. Anybody comes to the UP, graph around, look for the cabbage weeds, and look for rock. And you know what, you pretty much can come to the UP and target fish under 15 feet of water, so you don't have to be out in the middle of the lake, right? So it makes it fun and easy. Look at the colors too. Just
Beautiful.
a beautiful fish.
Yeah. Now we showed that retrieve before. You're fishing it real slow and actually letting it sit for a second.
Yeah, you know, it's always, you always have to figure out the cadence, right? And sometimes it's a quicker, and I got keyed into that bite, John, because before I was letting it sit and all of a sudden I picked up and the fish was on. So I just went a little slower, and
Yeah.
And this fish, I lift it up and it feels a little mushy. And that's what another thing is, you know, I mean, you're a good walleye fisherman. And a lot of times you don't even feel that bite, right? They pick it up on the snap or just suck it up off the bottom, and he was on there. But
So slow
another
down,
beautiful
let
fish.
it sit.
Let it slow down, let it sit.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. The Moonshine Shiver Minnow delivers unbeatable vertical jigging action. And this week, it's 15% off. A proven fish catcher that belongs in your tackle box.
That's my next cast too, folks. Here he is. I mean, I'll tell you what. This is amazing how fast this fishing is, and we will get bigger fish than this, but I'm learning how to use that Ned rig, and that time I really let it sit for a while. Charlie, you're pretty hot there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting used to
Ooh,
this.
look at that.
Another walleye.
There's a nice 15, 16 incher, Charlie. Now, all these years you fish, you've never caught a walleye before?
Never, John. This is my first experience catching some walleye. They're a lot of fun.
Pretty area up here too, isn't it pretty up here?
Oh my goodness, right? Yeah, it's just surrounded by just all woods out here. Nobody's out on the lake either, and we're having the time of our lives today.
All right, Ron, what do you got, walleye?
I believe it's a smallmouth.
Ooh, you need the net for that guy?
No, I'll boat flip him.
Yeah, you pro bass guys have that old flip technique.
Yeah, we don't mess with that net, but.
Oh, nice fish.
It's a nice one. He was just regurgitating a bunch of crawdads too.
Seriously,
yeah.
That's the main food. We have one that one of those fish threw up. We can show that.
Yeah, he's a fat little one. You know, you and I talked. This isn't Sturgeon Bay, but you come up here and a lot of these northern lakes are just full of smallmouth, which is always fun. A little bonus fishing between the walleyes for sure.
Absolutely. You got us in smallmouth central now.
I guess so. I mean, we're looking for a different species, but the smallmouth have been a little bit more aggressive than the walleye.
And they're beautiful fish. And I know that there's times up here on some of the lakes where you actually target them and you get big numbers too, don't you, Ron?
You can. You can have 50 to 100 fish days, and a lot of 2.5 pounders, but you get 4 and 5 pounders in there occasionally.
Aren't you amazed though? I mean, here we are, late July. We are the only boat on the lake.
That's the beauty of coming up here and fishing. And that's not just here, that's just about every lake in the UP when you get on it. I mean, you'll see homes here once in a while, but no traffic ever. So it's like going to Canada. You got it all to yourself. And man, fun day of action for sure.
We were fishing in Copper Harbor, Michigan, a 5.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 6.5 hours from Chicago, and 5.5 hours from Minneapolis.
The main purpose of leader material for muskie and pike is to prevent bite-off. Seagar Abrazax fluorocarbon is what I use, generally a 130-pound test. I use it for casting, trolling, and my live bait rigs. It provides invisibility, it's amazingly abrasion resistant, and it's very easy to tie. Even though it's a 130-pound test, very supple, easy to tie knots, absolute best leader material for those fish. For more information, seagar.com.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Right after Ron's, that one's bending good. You think that's a big fish, Ron?
I'm hoping. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, I hope it's a walleye. Oh, look at the size of that walleye.
Look at that.
That's a beauty there, Charlie.
There we go. He swallowed that.
That would be your personal best.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ron taught me how to hold it here, so let's see if I can do that.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
And they are beautiful fish. That's 21, 22 inches long. Ooh, Good job there,
beautiful.
pal. Boy, you're good with that Ned rig. You know that?
Just have a lot of practice with it, As anything, right? You got to show it a little bit. You've been catching fish on it, right?
Oh, yeah. And it is interesting how slow you move that thing, You're
really creeping it along. I mean,
ooh,
there are times you can be real aggressive with it. Other times it's just the tiniest of hops and movement.
Nice walleye.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just a beautiful walleye.
Boy, I'll tell you what. And you've eaten them from the lakes up here pretty good, huh?
Man, you can't beat it. Every single one of these walleyes up here out of these really cold waters that very rarely get above mid to low 70s. Waters, just crystal clear, and these fish just eat well and they taste great.
The pro bass fisherman likes walleyes, huh?
You know, when you bass fish 99% of the time, I put the bass rods away, and I've really found that I love walleye fishing.
What happened there, Charlie?
Hey, I thought I was stuck for a moment there, but then I lifted up my reel a little bit more, and sure thing you know it, I got a fish on.
Nothing wrong with that there, Charlie. Smallmouth bass.
I'll take it. You know, this is a... Ooh.
It takes concentration, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, it takes a lot of concentration, but if you get the right technique down, you know, you should be able to catch a smallmouth bass or a walleye like we have been today.
It's jumping.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, I'll tell you what. You don't get to fish a lot, so this is an absolute blast, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys for sure, and I mean, it's always fun catching with, you know, with the friends at home and stuff like that, but it's special with you, John.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Charlie, you come over to my house, I make you Johnsonville brats, Johnsonville Italians. They're the best, aren't they?
Can't beat them.
What I have for you today, this is really special. This is Johnsonville summer sausage loaded up with garlic. It is wonderful. 100% cuts of premium meat, and then their own Johnsonville spices they put in there, and it's naturally hardwood smoked. Take a bite.
Here we go.
How good is that?
Tastes like summer.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? Garlic? No, Johnsonville garlic summer sausage. It really is outstanding. Look for it at your favorite retailer today. This is kind of interesting. Rod's got a fish on here, and I think it's a walleye. Bring him in there, buddy. Nice. But we were going to take a break and move, and you drove across the middle of the lake, and of course you and I haven't fished here, and you saw a reef.
I did. 19, 20 feet, and you know, that's one of the things, you know, we're just idling across, and I noticed a rock and down there, and I said, you know what, let's turn around and take a look at this, and threw out there, lost one, and then caught one. Not a giant, but again, you know, this is what you do when you're up here exploring these new waters. Just cover water, put a few simple baits in your hand, and look at this.
What do we got now?
Well, let's see. It hit it when it hit the bottom, and I'm thinking it's a smallmouth.
Yeah, they're
nice smallmouth.
aren't they?
They're really aggressive.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Hey, and you know one thing, John, with these, I'll tell you up here, I've noticed, you know, we're fishing this little lake, and it's got tannic water. And one big key difference with this Ned rig head is you want chartreuse. I know we didn't talk about it, but anything with this chartreuse head, whether it's the walleye or the smallmouth, you'll get so many more bites with it.
I wanted to also ask you, what size jig? 1/4?
I stick with the quarter up here. Yeah, I throw the 1/4 ounce pretty much everywhere from, you know, whether you're fishing 4 feet or out to 16 feet, that rate of fall works just fine. You can go a little lighter if you're fishing thick weeds, you know, with anything else, but 1/4 ounce is all I need. I throw these mushroom heads or any of those kaolin jig heads, but chartreuse in a bright color on a Ned is going to be pretty critical for catching fish.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner, Zachary Skolowiski of Wales, Wisconsin, caught the 17.5-inch crappie on North Lake using a minnow. Alan Weber of Neosho, Wisconsin, caught this 34-inch catfish on Fox Lake using a crawler. Jim Rock of Lake Zurich, Illinois, caught this 22-inch smallmouth bass on the Oconto River using a paddle tail. Robert Shaw of Surprise, Arizona, caught this 28-inch walleye on the Willow Creek using a paddle tail. And this week's first kid winner is Rosie Tobolinski of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, caught her first fish ever, a 9-inch rock bass on Lake Geneva using a worm. And Cyrus Micka of Roberts, Wisconsin, caught this 19.5-inch, 5-pound largemouth bass on River Spring Valley using a Kalen's Wacko worm. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week at Fleet Farm, the Rapala Ribbon Wraps are 2 for $12, built for long casts and hard hits. And when you buy any 2B or Elliott rod, you'll get a $25 Fleet Farm gift card. Don't wait, only while supplies last.
The Quickset screen shelters are perfect for campers and outdoor enthusiasts looking for additional space and comfort. With a fast and easy setup in less than 60 seconds with no additional poles or assembly required, you will be able to enjoy the outdoors faster. Quickset screen tents feature no CM mesh, so you can be bug-free in the comfort of your screen tent late into the evening. The Quickset screen tents are available in a wide range of models, so there's a perfect one for everyone. Quick Set by Clam.
You know, folks, with my buddies using leeches and crawlers all day, I'm glad I've got the Johnson Pump washdown kit. All I can do then is spray down the boat and get all that stuff out of there. But the Johnson Pump washdown kit has another use. It's 92 degrees and humid today. Now watch. I'll take care of my buddy Tom in the back. There we go, Tommy!
Holy smokes, does that feel good?
There we go, buddy!
92 and humid!
Oh, Johnson Pump washdown kit! What do you think of that, buddy?
I love it! I need one!
Yeah!
Can he put them on pontoon boats?
They're great for pontoon boats! There you go, buddy!
Wait till my wife sees that one. I'm gonna get her too.
Yes, sir, Tommy. That is refreshing, buddy. I am going to get you a Johnson Pump washdown kit. Charlie.
Hey.
Ooh, good eater walleye there, Chuckaroo.
There we go.
Way to go, Charlie. Hey, one tip, and we're looking at it right now. The reason these walleyes are on these rocks is the crawfish, right, Ron?
Mainly the crawfish. They're perching here, but it's clearly the crawfish. We've seen some spitting them up, actually, and they're feeding with the smallmouth.
And that's the Ned rig actually imitates a crawfish?
It looks like a crawfish to them. Best guess from me is yes.
Charlie.
This is beautiful, man. I mean, look at this thing.
That's 15. Good eater, good eater.
I think it's good eater size. That's the size you'd want to keep, right, John? You and I always throw the big ones back and keep those 15 to 20 inchers.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you this, John. My mom would be proud to be with that I'm sharing this moment with you. That's for sure.
That's great. Smalley?
It is a smallie. This one's giving us some acrobatics.
And we're not filming half the fish we're catching, folks.
No, we're catching a lot of fish.
I mean, there's a ton of action out here. And one other tip when you're using these Ned rigs, and this is a great tip for using any plastics, is to carry some super glue with you, right?
That's right.
Explain to the folks.
Well, what I do on a lot of my baits, whether they're swim baits or I'm using a Ned rig, is before I slide this plastic up to the head, if you just take and put a little dab of super glue on that edge and shove it up to the actual head itself, give it just a few seconds, it'll last you a lot longer, so you won't go through a lot of baits throughout the daytime. And
it'll save you
especially
a lot of baits and no slipping down either.
They don't slip down. I mean, you can sometimes catch 15, 20 fish in one bait, as opposed to, like you said, I'm ripping down the baits and they're off to the next. So little tip that'll help you save a little bit more money and keep your baits on a lot longer.
Hey, Charles, what do we got here?
I think it's a walleye. It's fighting pretty hard here. Ooh, there we go.
Let's see.
Come on now.
Nice walleye.
There we go.
There you go, Charlie. Beautiful walleye there, my friend.
Ooh.
And you know, I don't know if you're having this problem, Charlie, but sometimes I think I'm moving the bait too fast.
Yeah, no, I just like slow retrieve, let it sink to the bottom, let it sit there for maybe a second or two too, and then pull up on the reel for a little bit. And yeah, you'll get some bites there.
Did you ever think you'd be catching fish on that ugly, stupid Ned bait?
Never would have thought that, Uncle
Me
Don.
either.
No, not at all. But here we are, catching nice walleyes and some smallmouth today.
Charlie the walleye slayer.
Hey.
That's a smaller one right there. That might be the first one that's not 15 today. You know that, Ron?
Yeah, it is. I mean, they've been a little on the small side today from what I thought we were going to probably catch, but yeah, that's the first one that probably isn't actually a keeper.
But again, I can't believe the Ned rig. I mean, seriously, I have tried the jerk minnow, I have tried shiver minnows. They want that slow presentation, like you said, right?
Yeah, and you know, that can vary. It's why you have to have an open mind when you go to a place. We always all have our favorite lures,
right.
But man, you can't be stubborn enough just to stick with something. You got to mix it up. In this particular lake, it's the Ned rig.
Charlie.
Hey.
Hey, Ron, he's been the hot hand, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He's been able to keep him buttoned up too.
I'm proud of him, man.
Look at that. That's a beauty. Nice one, Charlie.
That's a dandy.
Might be a personal best right there again.
Well, you know, you stick on those personal bests. And what's kind of interesting there, folks, is now we're fishing a weed edge. Ron had a walleye on, and then you put it in spot lock, and that makes sense, doesn't it, Ron?
Yeah, I mean, these walleyes are going to swim around in the weeds, and they'll group up in schools, so when you do get a bite, it's important not to blow through it. You want to hit that spot lock and start fan casting around, because you're not going to be able to see into those weeds. And we were on rock earlier, and we decided, you know, it was just one fish here, one fish there. So we came up into the weeds, and, you know, hopefully we'll run into more of these grouped up together.
Look at that walleye, man. This guy is the magic walleye dude. And seriously, Charlie, you have up until today, you had never caught a walleye?
Up until today, John. Yeah, no walleyes in my life until now. So I appreciate you letting me come out here and you know, enjoy this moment with you.
Now that is a smallmouth bass, because I saw him jump out there.
He did. Definitely a smallmouth. He started shooting up.
You've certainly proven today that the Ned rig is the only way to catch fish on this particular lake.
It's so crazy. You know, you can go another lake just 5 miles down the road and, you know, it's not the bait of choice whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
that's a nice fish right there.
It is a nice little UP fish right here.
But when you called me, you said, hey, it's a Ned rig deal, and you know, I've never really used them, and you've certainly proven how effective they can be, you know?
Yeah, it's a fun bite, you know?
Boy, what a beautiful day this has been, Ron.
It is.
And I think it's the combination of no crowds up here, the beautiful scenery, the excellent fishing. I mean, we filmed all this in about 7 hours today, you know?
Yeah, we really did. I mean, we've had all a little sunshine, little overcast, but we've had a consistent bite. And like you said, we haven't really recorded, you know, majority of these catches, but...
And I like the fact, man, we have the lake virtually to ourselves.
All by ourselves, not another boat around. And
in July.
In July.
Well, it's getting a little late. It is amazing, though. Look at that, nice walleye. It is amazing to me, Ron, how light it stays up here in July. I mean, when does it get dark?
You know, you really can get outside and walk around till about 10:30 at night. I love the summer months because you get a few extra hours of fishing in, but yeah, no shortage of daylight up here.
I can't get you out of here, can I?
You know, it's always that, what's that famous saying? One last cast.
And that was your last cast.
Well, and it feels like it's a good walleye.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty.
Well, let's see if we can't boat flipper. It's the end of the day. We'll see what happens, John.
Yep.
There it is.
That's a nice fish.
Beautiful walleye.
Ned rig for walleye.
Ned rig for walleye.
I mean, I would have never believed it, man.
I told you.
But
you know,
it's proved it today.
We gave her a shot. What a beautiful fish she turned out to be.
Yeah. No, and, I mean, that's a nice one.
That's all people got to do is come up to the UP. Doesn't matter if you're here where I'm at or all across the Upper Peninsula, right? There's a lot of little lakes, and you just got to get out, man. Spend some time and pick up a Ned rig. Never know what'll happen.
Charlie, have you had fun, my friend?
Oh my gosh, I've had a lot of fun here today. Ooh, that's a nice smallmouth here.
Yeah, it is. There you go. Now, I'll tell you what, you did a great job on the Ned rig. We had a good time, and if you're not busy the rest of the month, maybe we can sneak back up here with Ron.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. I mean, you guys have been a pleasure to go fishing with here today, and you know, I can't wait for more experiences with you guys for sure.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.